Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan with an outlook on how things are looking outside for us right now.
Hey, Veronica, we saw the return of some low cloud cover today. That cooled us off right along the coast, and we may see some patchy fog this evening as those clouds roll in. Temperatures in some cases 10 to 20 degrees cooler than this time yesterday, especially for more coastal locations. As you head farther inland, however, it's a little bit warmer in some of our southern cities where we're a few degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Is that air mass actually stronger or hotter overall? Right now, for example, it's 102 in Bradley and 100 at 400 Liggett, but only 62 degrees in Salinas. Poked my head outside the door just a moment ago, and it certainly does feel a little bit cooler out there. So we did see a little relief on the coast as the onshore flow returned, and that will be the case tomorrow as well. But again, we're still going to see that big ridge of high pressure sitting over the region, which is going to mean for some hot temperatures to continue over the next several days. We have a heat advisory that does expire at 7 p.m. tonight. That does include the Santa Cruz Mountains, Santa Clara Valley, and also the Diablos in Santa Clara County. So these areas, we're already seeing a couple days of hot temperatures, so it continues today. Obviously, if you are sensitive to heat, you may want to take precautions to keep yourself cool. But you may also want to continue to do that over the next couple days, even though this advisory expires tonight. As we look at our FUTURECAST, smoke right now, air quality good to moderate in the low levels. We still have some smoke hanging over the region. We'll still see a light offshore breeze later on in the week, so I do expect the smoke to stick with us at times throughout the rest of the week. But as far as the low clouds and fog are concerned, well, they're not going to last too long. We'll see them tomorrow morning in a patchy sense right along the bay. As we head into the afternoon, I do expect them to roll back in tomorrow evening, just right along the immediate coast with some patchy fog. But I think tomorrow, maybe the last day, we see some of those low clouds for a couple of days, as we do get some clearing later on in the week as winds kind of try to shift back offshore. So tomorrow's temperatures will be a little bit cooler, but don't expect that cooling trend to last, is what I'm trying to say. 78 in Santa Cruz, 73 in Capitola, up in the mountains, 80s to 90s, topping out at 93 in Boulder Creek tomorrow. So still pretty warm, even up on the summit, 91 degrees tomorrow. East shore of the bay ranging from the 70s in Aptos and Watsonville to 60s in Marina. Salinas coming back to 78 tomorrow, back to 95 in Hollister, and even warmer in Gilroy tomorrow afternoon. Over to Monterey, another comfortable day with 71 for your high. We'll stay in the 60s out in Pebble Beach and Pacific Grove. And then farther south near the coast, we'll see highs in the 80s and Carmel Valley and Big Sur, 80s in Gonzales through Greenfield, 90s in King City, and the warm spot tomorrow, Bradley, 103 degrees. So as I mentioned again, the cooler trend tomorrow, which is seasonable, wonderful conditions, will reverse and will be warmer than normal for Wednesday through Friday on the coast. In some places like Salinas, Santa Cruz, you'll still be seeing some highs back into the 80s, I think, and even Pacific Grove may top out in the 70s these days. So another warm stretch, not hot by any means, but warm, certainly that, as we head through the end of the week. Then a cooling trend with much more seasonal weather, I should say, through the weekend, with the potential for a few more low clouds returning to the coast, but still pretty nice. We'll take it. This is our summertime, I guess, here on the coast this time of year. So we look at our inland forecast. Your normal high this time of year should be in the low 80s on average. And as you can see, we're well above that for the next 5 days. We'll keep that hazy in the forecast through at least Thursday. Some cooling and more pleasant conditions expected into early next week.